make your life enjoyable. It could be sitting down and you realize you've been too busy and stepping next to your loved one and giving them the reason why you love them. Not that just the words, I love you.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
And Rhonda, let's talk about work-life balance, because I don't think with entrepreneurs, they're not taking this seriously enough. And then what's happening is that they're building the company, they're growing the company, and then they're unhappy.
Right.
They don't have fulfillment, they're unfulfilled. And they, guess what happened? They make $1 million, then they lose it.
Right.
And nobody understands what just happened, right? And we see that a lot in entrepreneurs, because, and it's normal for, it's normal when I started my first business, I was working my property business, we managed to save $5 million. But at the beginning, before I started to hire my team of girls that, that made the company successful, and they literally told me that I wasn't needed anymore. The first 2 years, they didn't want to hire anybody. So I was doing everything myself. So there is no time for gym. There was no time for look after my head. There was no time for eating properly. I'm still a bit chubby out of this consequence. You know what I mean? So your body take a hit, and if you don't give it importance to have this work-life balance, even when you're building a company as an startup, as a founder, you're making your process really, really difficult, and it might leave you a scar in your mental health in building that process in that way. That is you have to work a lot on yourself in order to clear this up, because it's like, even me, I was, after 2 years, I remember going to Piccadilly Circus once, and I'm like, wow, I haven't been in this place in 2 years, and it's so close to my house. That how immersed I was in building that business by myself, wearing all the hats. But I was not paying attention to my mental health. I was not paying attention to go out on the weekend. I was not paying attention. I didn't have time to date anybody. That was how it got built, this business, So all in my relationship, the time that I spent with my family, everybody, it took a hit in all the areas of my life. Yeah. So, but guess what happened? After 2 years, I started to hide the girls. The girls told me to go home, and then now I kind of spend a lot of time with my family, a lot of time with the people that I love, more than like a regular person. So I think that the life of an entrepreneur is not straight. However, you have to touch this base in this work-life balance, because it's more holistic, it's healthier, and you can actually enjoy the process of building your company, right? When you're doing it this way, sometimes you go at home to sleep, and all you're thinking is this really worth it? This is the life that I want to have, because at the end of the day, you're exhausted. So tell us a little bit more about work-life balance. What inspired you to write this book?
That reason right there. I was starting my new career. The first time I did the work-life balance book, I did it through other people's work. I went to the bookstore to find self-help books. I was going to take 2 weeks off. I'd been trying to build my career. I was going to take a long trip to the West Coast and drive and try to recreate everything. So I ended up with 5 or 6 books that I had to combine together to do what I thought was needed to become more balanced. And so then I started thinking, well, when I work with my students and my clients, I would like them to kind of understand, okay, what's the goal here? Let's create it imagery and visually, what house do you want to buy when you get there? What's the process? What's your building look like? What's your office look like? And then design it and then say, okay, where are all the other things? And then we create this life balance. And the importance of life balance is, like you said, as an entrepreneur, you feel many times like you're on an island by yourself. You might as well have been Tom Hanks on the island talking to the coconut that you created, or the basketball, or whatever it was, and that was his companion, because that's how your life is, especially at the beginning of being an entrepreneur. You're by yourself. Even if you have a family, you're by yourself. And you have to decide first, while you're in that process, how are you still going to enjoy life? It could be something as easy as opening up blinds and looking outside. It could be taking your 20-minute break and getting your 1 mile in because you required, to be healthy, to get 10,000 steps according to the CDC, right? A day. So whatever it might be, it could be taking your phone outside, putting your headsets on, and walking while you're returning all your calls. But whatever it is, make your life enjoyable. It could be sitting down and you realize you've been too busy, and stepping next to your loved one and giving them the reason why you love them. Not that just the words, I love you, but maybe it's, I love you because you're loyal, you're supportive, and you're putting up with my crap. And whatever it may be, make them feel just as special, and understanding the fact that, this may be your vision, but you still have to be aligned with those around you. That's that fifth step. If you remember, the social connection, making sure that you stay networking, and then use your resources as an entrepreneurial person that has been in that lifeboat by herself. One, you have to watch your money, and you have to use technology wisely, and you have to make sure that you're always watching your bottom line, especially at the beginning. You can't just keep on shelling out money, which means you might have to do a few, but hire the best of the best when you get there. Find someone you can trust. I've made some bad hiring decisions before, and everybody has. But make sure you're finding someone that's aligned with you, believes in you, and that isn't going to walk at every whim. Like you said, hire your women.
Rhonda, so if people are in love with what we're talking about and they want to learn more from you, how they can find you, how the process works?
Well, it's very easy. I put everything under my name. RhondaParkerTaylor.com is the website. All my social media is that. You can get the links for the intelligent solutions and my consulting at any time. But just follow me, RhondaParkerTaylor.com. You can get Crossroads on Amazon. You can also, most Barnes and Nobles have it. If they don't have it in the store, they can order it. And if you're in the Midwest and the Indiana area, most of the Barnes and Nobles in Indiana and Illinois have signed copies for the holidays.
Wow. Yeah. So Rhoda, that's been amazing. And I think that we need more women entrepreneurs talking about like you described, emotional intelligence, work-life balance, and what would be the role of the women in this new society that we are building, where we have AI, artificial intelligence, and now, if you have man and boys teaching these computers, they writing the software, but this software is like a child, is learning. So if you're teaching good things, it's gonna learn good things. But if you're teaching bad things, it's gonna learn bad things. So with the new society that is evolving, with technology, there is also we have to fight So this bias behavior that we have against women, against minorities, to don't move from the way that we are now to move into the way that technology is evolving. So and yesterday we were having dinner with the son of Muhammad Ali, boxer, yeah.
Mhm.
He's visiting here in UK. He's coming back to US next week, and he was describing to us that his foundation is doing a lot of work to try to find the cure for Parkinson, and he find out that people of color hasn't been they have been part of the trials for the cure of Parkinson, not either in
Wow.
UK, not even in US also. So this is the world that we are living now. Yeah. So are you trying to find the cure for certain type of people, or are you trying to find the cure for everybody? You know what I mean?
And
So
you consider that because, all of our DNA is different, but it's important to know how we react, and our genetic makeup, because of the way we've eaten, where we've lived in the world, all of these things are different. So it's very important, and in health, disparity is prevalent, and if we don't use wisely what we know to be true, then we're missing the opportunity.
100%, 100%. So we need more leaders, Rhonda. We need more leaders like you to speak up. So keep going to podcasts and keep sharing your message. And for the rest of you following the Unstoppable podcast, see you in our next episode. How brave entrepreneurs like Rhonda break that wall and achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.